Welcome to the Potomac River shoreline of the Alice Ferguson Foundation. Behind me is George Washington's house, Mount Vernon. Legend has it that when George Washington lived at Mount Vernon, he was able to take a silver dollar and throw it from Mount Vernon over to the other side in Maryland. Now, as you can see, the river is now pretty wide, and unfortunately, we couldn't do that today. Let's discover why. When George Washington lived around here, this whole entire area would be farmland. Now, when farmers went ahead and tried to plant their crops, there were a few things in their way, including trees. So they went ahead and they cut down the trees and they sowed their seeds in order to make their crops. When the crops came up, they went ahead and harvested, and what was left was bare soil. Now we have an example of some bare soil right here, and we're going to show what would have happened when it rained on that bare soil. I want you to imagine that this jar that I'm using is going to collect all of this water and is a good representation of our Potomac River. So as you can see, as it's raining, the water is following downhill and then heading into the Potomac River, which is the lowest point. So this would have been the Potomac River back then with all of this dirt and soil. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want to drink it. Over time, we have realized in order to keep our waterways from looking like this, we needed to keep the soil and the dirt on the land. So to help with that, we have put in many measures, including planting plants along shorelines. So as we can see along the shoreline here of the Potomac River, we have many trees with roots that keep the land in place and keep the dirt from being eroded into the river.
Sometimes even trees are overpowered by the force of the water and can no longer hold on. Because of this, humans have created the living shoreline. The living shoreline is a series of rocks and plants that help to keep the soil in place even when the water is very forceful. Are there any other ways you can think of to help prevent erosion?